Hey, Hare Krishna, everyone. It is firstly an honor to be here. Many thanks to Think Guitar for considering me and giving me the honor to come and share some of my blessings and gifts with all of you here today. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I also want to just encourage everyone because we have some very special and talented and inspiring creators who will be sharing with all their different moods, their blessings, their gifts by the divine, who are blessed through them, channeling through them as instruments. So I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more today. I feel like I finally found peace in my chest. That's amazing. But now, can you tell me what's next? I've been striving so hard and sometimes I've got so many regrets. Look, that's a part of the process, that's normal. Just keep taking them steps. But I feel like part of me is fading and I feel heavy on my neck. Look, one day it will all be worth it. Just keep focused on the checks. But when I check the past checks and see they weren't made from the heart, there's this force that takes it from me and resets me back to the start. Look, that's fine, just make more. Money comes and goes, that's his part. Just make so much that no one can tell you anything, and then you'll leave your mark. But I met this person and he told me there's more to life, and I'm a spiritual spark. He told me that if I serve with love and offer it to Krishna, then I can find my inner light through the dark. Look, that sounds nice, that's amazing, but wait until you're older to think these thoughts. Youth is for the chase to make and create your empire and set up your course. But what if there was another way? He told me that Dharma is our duty and to engage my blessings on this course. He told me that we're more than just this body, we're a soul guided by the divine, the most powerful force. So wait, before you say another word, let me think about this for a second. Maybe there's a way to engage my gifts and blessings and make a difference with meaning. What do you reckon? Maybe all the highs, the lows, the joy and the past pain was all a lesson. Maybe it was more than just a lesson. It was guiding me to my heart, and it's a blessing. So, I've been a lone wolf for too long, told to keep going and be strong. Marching to the beat of our own drum was cool, but there's this part of me that wants to sing and dance to God's song. I feel like I've been swimming with all of my strength, and when I get to the top to get air, this part of me starts sinking. So I guess what I'm saying is maybe there's another way. And you've been guiding us for all of our life, but you've been leading us astray. So maybe what I'm thinking, it's my time to take the driving wheel and make this decision. You know what? I'm so tired. You're right, I've been wired. Fueled by this anger and pride and material desires. Driven by this ego and validation and maya. I'm thinking maybe that it's time that this sphere, it expires. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm ready to try a new way. Maybe I'll quieten the mind and listen to this thing that you say that's within. Be real and be brave. And I know it won't be easy, but nothing worth having is. So let's play. So I guess I'm saying that you can take the lead this time, and tomorrow's a new day. Wow, bro. Hearing you say this helps me to let go of so much you don't know. Helps me to feel free to let go of this baggage that I've been carrying to create more flow. Because for most of our life, we've been wearing this mask, and life's been a big show. So maybe that it's time to turn down the volume and the noise and turn up the volume to our true self, our soul. You know, we're on this journey of seeking. We're trying to find out who we are, what is life, where are we going. We're trying to find a new way in different forms sometimes, right? We're searching in different places, but I guess that's why you're here, and you could have been anywhere here today, but you chose to be here on a hot summer day. So this one is called Fine, and here it goes. They say seek and you will find, but do you find with only your mind? But the mind will take you far, but it reaches its limits, walks every time. It reaches the limited material, logical data and past experience. All is necessary and important, but these will never be the sole vessel to deliverance. The soul must navigate and hold the reins to the brain with chains, because a mind only directed by the body and senses and vice versa will only lead to vain and pain. But when they combine with the inner energy, the soul and the inner life, something happens that can't be explained. I guess you would call that life. Transcendental potency takes hold and you start to let go of the attachment to your name, attachment to your race, color and creed, your false identity and chains. You feel a sense of calm, bliss and peace that only the divine can claim. Only the divine can wield and stare, bestow his mercy through his glare. And in that moment, for a second, there is just you, without a care, without worry or anxiety, without fear of challenge or fatality. So if you seek and search, I pray that you find, and may that blessing become your reality. I'd like to just engage everybody in a little bit of this journey, because it did take me on a journey. So basically a few months ago, well not a few months ago, some time ago, I was at this workshop and it was doing a meditation where they kind of get you to explore the different sides, parts of you that you kind of neglect, maybe the darker side that we sometimes ignore and avoid, and then the lighter side that sometimes we bury as well. So during this meditation, I was writing, and then suddenly my hand just wrote on the next line and started writing aggressively. I didn't know what was coming out, I didn't read it back, I didn't think, I just let the soul flow. And then right at the end I just said within, what is this called? And at the top I wrote Journey Home. So I'd like you all to just take a moment to close your eyes, if you would, because I feel like this message wasn't for me, it was for somebody else, it was for you. So whether it's Krishna, whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whether it's the energy, whatever that means to you, let this just be a message from them to you. I am the fire that breathes soul into your heart. I am the water that flows through your blood. I am the soil that creates your flesh. I am the air that blows through your lungs. I am you, you are me. We are connected like we were always meant to be. Find your way, walk your journey, and bring me with you wherever you lay. You are being guided even when you think you're alone. All you have to do is turn inwards, and then you'll know that you're home.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So this is a poem I actually wrote to myself about the feelings I've gone through difficult situations in life, and now being able to look at it with a higher perspective thanks to the Bhagavad Gita. Let me just get it up here for you. Okay, so my poem's called Suffering Connects Us. Anger, jealousy, and resentment, these are 3 demons I want to exorcise from your very being. Realizing everyone here is suffering is your first step to opening your eyes and seeing. Anger. Are you still raging at that kid that bullied you at school? Years later, he's still regretting it. Now he admits to being a fool. His parents mistreated him. His anger had to be shared. His emotions laid bare. No one around him cared. Fear and insecurity and not being enough, hiding behind a mask of trying to appear tough. You were the victim of a soul completely enraged. His fate inescapable, a target on you he raised. Jealousy. All that money, a VIP ticket in life, still no escape from the razor edge of the knife. The fear of death, we all can't escape. No amount of money can ever change his fate. Why are you jealous of someone suffering inside, trying to fill the void, using excess as a form of pride? Born in a womb, long months in a paper-thin bag, he will grow up and watch all his loved ones die, and you'll still be admiring his jag. Resentment. That girl who broke your heart, who tore your world apart, imagine the suffering she's been through. Your speculation can only go so far. Birth, death, old age and disease. Are you deliberately forgetting this is what we all go through to put your mind at ease? Even if you married her and had a family of 4, time will come like a hurricane, and in your next life you'll remember her no more. Conclusion. Millions of lives, countless tries. Maybe it's finally time to peel open those darkened eyes. These are the words I've chosen to vanquish the darkness from your heart. It is the suffering that connects us. Understanding this is just the start.
I'm really excited to share this poem. I'm really excited to share this poem with you that I wrote when I felt really connected to Krishna. So it's about Krishna's life, and like I mentioned, I'm really excited to share this with you. And I'd just like to say thank you to all of you, to my Masi Madhuri, and to my parents. O Krishna, the divine Lord who descended as Devaki Nandan in the dungeons of Kamsa's Mathura, his divine face took away all sorrows and gave ethereal bliss. His eyes contained the love of the entire universe, and his smile displayed the happiness of the whole world. His cosmic skin was the embodiment of his sacred nature. O Krishna, the divine Lord who crossed the Yamuna on Vasudev's head after destroying all of the obstacles in the prison, the Holy One separated the river with just the top of his feet to reach the land of Gokul, a land of joy, the home of Yashodanandan, the home of Gopal. O Krishna, the divine Lord who stole butter from the houses of many, the slayer of the evil Putana who lifted Govardhan Parvat with his tiniest finger alone. Damodar, the intelligent and mischievous child who gracefully danced with joy on top of Kalyanak, leaving his lotus footprints on the Cobra's hood. O Krishna, the divine Lord of Golok Vrindavan, his supreme abode, the home of the Ras Leela, the place of divine love, of Radha's Krishna and Krishna's Radha. Your blissful flute enchants even Shiv and Kali. Your breath can inhale a whole forest fire and exhale thousands of universes. O Krishna, the divine Lord who killed his uncle Kamsa, a king who did nothing but terrorize. A sight of Durga barely corrected his acts. So now Krishna had to destroy his ego and his evil ways, to bring prosperity to his parents and to Mathura again. Kamsa knew that Krishna wasn't an ordinary child, but his arrogance made him forget the Lord's greatness. O Krishna, the divine Lord of the Yaduvans, who freed Devki and Vasudev, who pioneered the kingdom of Dwarka, a paradise on earth, an oasis of achievement. Sri Krishna became known as Dwarkadish. O Krishna, the divine lord of friendship, who saved Draupadi, who imparted transcendental wisdom to Arjun, who maintained his special friendship with Sudama, you are the Saviour, the Teacher, the Lord. O Krishna, the divine Lord of peace, who left the world to ascend back to Golok. We admire you, we surrender to you, let us come back to you, O Krishna, Lord of the universe. Yada yada hi dharmasya, glanir bhavati bharata, abhyutanam dharmasya, tadatmanam shrijamiham, paritranaya sadhuna, vinashaya cha duskritam, dharma sansthapanayataya, sambhavami yuge yuge. Whenever there is a decline in dharma in the world and rising adharma, Sri Krishna himself descends to destroy the wicked and re-establish the principles of dharma, era after era. Hare Krishna, thank you for listening.
Sorry. All right. Hare Krishna. Good to see you all. So I've been writing poetry for many years, and this poem I actually wrote when I was 18. But it's still one of my favorites. It's called A Pound of Soul. And the reason I decided to perform this tonight, because quitting meat, I reflected, actually really helped me on my spiritual journey. I noticed once you kind of eradicate that from your life, it kind of tips the scales and makes all the other bad habits in your life easier to let go of. And then my other two poems are poems that I wrote for Krishna. So this one's called A Pound of Soul. Everyone is out chasing their dreams, mine glued to the screen. Oblivious to how society has gone mad, I sit watching, contemplating, feeling sad. Couldn't be dealing with feeling everyone's pain, so I took it upon myself to rearrange the way this game is played. How can we just sit back and watch the world decay? That's not okay. Cussing, spitting and hitting, us people must be tripping, thinking it's okay to go around killing. All these beatings, killing innocent beings, animals screaming, these beautiful creatures pleading while they are bleeding. Do people not have any feelings? Tell me, what is the meaning? What are the logical reasons? Don't try and hide from your demons. We are laughable, saying we love animals while serving chicken, serving steak, or eating that burger while the pork turns in the burner, or waiting for that Big Mac you just ordered. I swear society has a mental disorder. You hear them screaming, say no to animal cruelty, but get all moody when you straight up tell them the facts about eating meat. How these poor animals get beat. I'm not gonna be discreet. You can stop being so deceit, acting like you're not about to eat something that once had a heartbeat, once had a family, once had a kid, slaughtered and killed to be sold as little as a quid. Now, don't be getting annoyed. I'm just telling the truth of how forests are being destroyed. The bitter truth we can't avoid. Psychopaths employed to kill these helpless animals. We would go crazy if these people were cannibals. But these souls don't have a choice. I forgot that it means it's our choice to decide. This animal's rejoice, whether it gets to live its sole purpose or if it'll be another one of your purchase. We must think these animals are worthless, letting them go through all this pain just for a human's gain. What the hell is wrong with our brain? Not only are we killing the innocent, we're destroying the planet just to feed our meat-eating habit. That's so satanic. Why not just go organic? Think about it clearly. Do we have to eat meat? Like, really? Meat eating's become more of an addiction. It's not even good for you, it's all fiction. When you eat meat, you absorb all that animal's traumatic affliction. Now tell me, why would we want such infliction? We're killing the planet as well as ourselves because of our contradiction. Accept these raw facts. Stop these cruel attacks, because it will leave a big impact. You think you making a change won't make a difference? Well, that's just ignorance. Change starts with you, and I think you know what to choose. What if that animal was you? There we are. So, ever since moving to the manor, I got into a habit of writing poetry for Krishna. So this is one of the poems that I wrote him. It's a bit sentimental, but I felt like I wanted to share it. Why not, you know? It's a spoken word night. So it's just called Dearest Krishna. A life without you is a life not lived, since reconnecting my soul now sings. The sweetest melody I sing on repeat, immersed in conversation only my spirit knows. As the mind still has its ties, yet still as I listen, transcendence slowly emerges. In classes, ears glued, just thinking of you. As darkness is shedded, bitter truths accepted, letting go, moving on. Sailing now across the oceans, rowing now is my only choice. Even when the waves are heavy, it's your face that keeps me afloat. At least now more certain on where to go, not lost in a darkened haze. Light beckons in like spring sun after a grey winter's day. New shoots appear in my heart, a place that once nearly turned cold. The remaining ice now crumbles into pieces, as in your embrace fear melts away. Only love now guides the way, your love. Let it spread all over the free worlds, may I never lose sight of you again. To think that I turned away to be buried in this horrendous trench. I bow now to redeem myself, for trust needs to be regained, as now I see it's with you that makes life complete. Forgive me, I plead. With tears that flood from my eyes, let me fall at your lotus feet, where I can serve you for the rest of my life. Okay, this one's called New Beginnings. It was actually a piece that had music. So there was guitar and we performed it on New Year's, but today I'm just gonna do the spoken word. So it's called New Beginnings. Spellbound to a world that is not ours, many centuries, years, weeks, and hours. Wasted in this dream of terror, to turn away from you was my biggest error. Fallen, lost, and covered in dirt, it was I that caused myself this hurt. Through pain and suffering, I began to see this world is not meant for me. Hearing your name is what broke me free. It awoke me from this prolonged sleep. Oh, sorry, I lost where I was. Now I beg to be placed at your lotus feet. Hands held high, surrendering, body trembling as I let go. Please believe me when I say, I am letting go. My Lord, I am really letting go. Accepting the mistakes I have made, it was you that always stayed. In my heart you will forever lay. As woven thread of love amends, the golden moon will rise once again, as this ember relights the fire. Our time here has finally expired. Let us unite together as one. A new paradigm has finally begun, as it's in these words that will reawaken the earth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hello, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So yeah, I heard about this event and I thought it sounded pretty cool. And I had a particular song that I'm going to read as a poem called Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes, because I know it's called Think Gita, so I thought maybe I could do that one. I got it on my phone because I did this one a while ago. But I thought, what if it's possible to explain the Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes? Some might say it is, some might say it's not. Hands up, who thinks you can explain the Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes? He's short. Who thinks you can't? Who thinks you can't? So most people just like bamboozled. I guess it depends who's explaining. I don't know if I will, but I guess you could explain it like in a sentence. What's Krishna really saying? I guess in the 18th chapter you could just explain the sentiment, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender unto me. I guess this is like explaining it, but of course there's many phases going through the chapters. And so what I thought it would be cool to explain it like that, like is it possible to say each chapter in 2 lines? So I tried to do it. I did it with the help of my good friend. I don't know if any of you guys know him. He's called Terkadamba Das. He's one of maybe the best speaker I've ever heard, like in giving lectures and things like that. So I asked him, please explain the Bhagavad Gita to me, each chapter like as concise as you can, like what does it say in this chapter, what does it say in this one, like that. And then I tried to make it rhyme. So I'm not saying this is, I realized all this, I just made it rhyme, but but it might help some people. Maybe you could think, oh, what's that chapter about? Oh yeah, Jake said it's about this. I don't know. So anyway, it goes like this. Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes. And by the way, I'm breaking it into the 3 phases, 3 sections as well. Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes. Beginning, Sambandha, Karma Yoga, the situation, relation with reality. Chapter 1. Arjuna suffering in material consciousness, lamenting for his kin and asking what the point of this is. 2. That's because you're a materialist. Liberate yourself from the idea of material happiness. 3. Sacrifice, regulate yourself. Offer your work in service and accept the world. Chapter 4. This is eternal and divine, not something we're making up, is relevant for all time. 5. There seems to be a contradiction. Engage but detached when you're performing your mission. 6. Detach the mind through yoga. It might sound really hard, but next chapter I'll show ya. Middle, Prayojana, Bhakti, the goal. You can't do it on your own, so let's go. Chapter 7. Knowledge of the absolute. The world is transcendental. We can see it if we choose. 8. But how do we get there? How do we begin? By knowing who Krishna is and thinking of him. 9. The most confidential knowledge exchanging. Krishna is a person. Devotion is the destination. 10. How do we see him in everything as it's written? It's not mundane knowledge and it has to be given. Chapter 11. The first epic peak. The universal form, Arjuna freaks. Chapter 12. We get where we want to go. Different ways to serve Krishna. Haribol, Haribol. The end. Abhideya. The process. Application. There's work to be done. Chapter 13. How is everything happening if you're not the controller? The super soul is the one that just told you. 14. The destructive ways to enjoy as we waste it. Krishna says he as a person is the basis. 15. The banyan tree is hard to see, get out through the eyes of the Bhagavad Gita. 16. And that didn't really work. I don't like doing stuff that doesn't work, but in the rap bit it sounds good. Bhagavad Gita. Like, no one notices that you didn't say the word. 16. Devotees and demons. It's not always clear who's who when you see them. 17. Let's assume you're a devotee. How pure are you? And would you know it if you told me? 18. Summarize the process to reaffirm. Every situation can be a tool to learn. And for liberation you can return. With divinity, infinitely, if you have the consciousness and the humility. Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes. You get me? Maybe that will inspire someone to look more deeply into it, not like, yeah, I've read Bhagavad Gita, I heard that song by Jay. 2 minutes. Alright, so that's all I really planned, but then I heard we could do a little bit more, so I'll do another one and see how it goes. And then another one, and then another one. I'll do one and then see if there's time for another one, then that would be the maximum, but let's see. I thought to do maybe this one. I got this other song called Kirtan Rap, and I just think the verses like could be cool to do because they're like explaining kirtan. So I like to try and, as like with Bhagavad Gita in 2 minutes, to be very precise. Like, I know it's hard, but like Prabhupada was expert at this, yeah, like just saying things like, I mean, you can't imitate him, but saying things so to the point. Like, how can we explain the philosophy most like succinctly, you know? Like, for me, that's what I really admire, when people can do that. So I'm trying to explain about Kirtan in this one. It goes like this. I'll stand up. The man means mind, the tra is release. Let the waves flow over your aura and dive deep. Fly steep, straight out of this ether. A devotional explosion if you walk at the creep. But the beats of mridang's the sweet sound as your slumber subsides. It's time sleepy souls arise, third eyes wide. Hearts open, souls awoken, nourished from within, from the words being spoken. There's hope when you're connected to source and faith builds. Cause now you're back on the course, it's not forced. And belief is for fools. This is real, can you feel? You've been given the tools. You need to feed yourself to be free from the hell of this illusion and confusion. The infusion is a spell. So drink from the well, remember where you began, and sing along now as loud as you can. Wait. Are you feeling it? The sat and under and the chit. The soul is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. The witness that sits in the heart is Paramatma, a mantra, not Bangra. Nitai Gauranga, Hadi Hadi Bo, Ayo, spirit souls. We're people, but we're part of the whole. The flames from the fire, except with material desire. Burning every minute as we sing it, take it higher. Maya will never retire. You don't love her, you're a liar. Stop preaching to the choir now, Messiah. We're here together now to purify our hearts. And this is where the journey starts. Say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah. We should end all kirtans like that. So, yeah. Yeah, that one's normally with kirtan. It's like kirtan and then in the middle a rap. It's a bit controversial, but I'm trying to do it. Is there time for just like one more, or we got to move on? I don't mind. Okay, we'll do a really long one now. Because you can say one more, it could be 20 minutes. You know? It is a little bit long, but it's not that long. I try and remember this one because like I said, I was just going to do that 2-minute one, then I was told we could do more, and then my mind's like, okay, I could do this one, I could do that one. So I'll do this one called Consider the Soul. Let's see if I remember it, hopefully. Should I stand up or sit down? I'm going to stand up halfway through. I know a good bit. You are not this body you're living in. You're an eternal spirit soul, so where shall I begin? Every single living entity, including you, is immortal. Wait, hear me out, it's true. Our bodies are changing every moment. We're more than just evolving, I mean every cell is changing. We're always reincarnating until every 7 years, each cell is replaced. The old body has changed, so the question remains, who are you then? Like, where's the you? How can we feel it, touch it? And what can you do? You could ignore the concept and walk away like phew. Or are you really searching for the truth? Does your life have meaning, or are you trying to escape? It's hard to face yourself, I know it is, I feel your pain. To find out who we really are is too close to the bone. Wait, no, it's close to the soul. We're getting somewhere now. Whoa, who is this guy? Man, I knew he was crazy when he got on this mic and he sat on the stage. I should have gone another way, think he's involved in a cult. And now I'm here, I can't leave, he's going on about the soul. Actually, I am crazy in the eyes of most, but most people aren't open, they just don't want to know. The question I propose to you from me is, do we have the eyes to see? Where was I? Oh yeah, the soul. The soul is unborn and it never grows old. You can tell by the symptom of the way that we cry, just trying to deal with a limited life. Why is death so painful? Because we're not supposed to die. The spirit soul's eternal and we know it inside. It's like, why should I take my body again? That's the real meaning of human sense. If I'm eternal, none of this is my proper Eden. Why shouldn't I take my eternal body, my eternal existence? Why should I die? This is the beginning of a human life. This form of life is a special chance for us to get free from the laws of karma, material energy, a chance to be liberated from the hurt and stress of this continuous cycle of birth and death, a chance to realize your eternal blissful state and attain your original spiritual body one day. We have free will to make our own decisions and have to face the reactions to the way that we've been living. In this material world, sense enjoyment is temporary. We do it over and over and it never makes us happy. Not knowing our true nature, we're trying to enjoy through all this temporary stuff and it's never enough. We cage ourselves into this prison, numb our consciousness. Instead of meditating on our existence, we allow the media to condition us so we shop and identify ourselves with these bodies that we're not. This ignorance causes dissatisfaction in the soul. We can't understand why we're not happy, and then we grow old. And if we're not careful, go cold. It's hard to go back once your soul's been sold. If you don't know why you're here, just be honest, you don't. Maybe you can find that if you consider the soul. Haribo. Thank you. Thanks for this very cool event. I love this kind of event where we can share conscious poetry and stuff. Hare Krishna.
Please give the round of applause.
Hare Krishna. So since being a monk, sometimes I'm used to preaching and kind of giving classes and things. So I have written poems that explain different parts of spiritual life. But if it's okay, I might just begin with a quick prayer before I begin. Om Gyanantimyandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militangena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutaye Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prastyatya Desatarne. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I plan to read more than one poem, but it's on a blog, on a Wix, and the reception isn't so good here. So if I can load more than one, then I'll read. So we have spiritual teachers in life. For example, Srila Prabhupada, he wrote the Bhagavad Gita, and as a monk I'm under his shelter, and also my own spiritual master as well. But in my time over the past 6 years, I had a good experience of having to actually meet some very saintly personalities who ended up naturally disappearing. What I would like to think going home. So this is a poem called The Acharya's Ascent. The Acharya is a spiritual teacher. O Blessed One, bestower of true light, our eyes are filled with tears this sullen day. O Sinless One, our sorrow won't delay, and now we've come to mourn your deathless flight. In life you emanated Krishna's love, and flooded all, as the moon shines above. Indeed, you are a saviour in the night. O Holy One, who dwelt in humble might, you spent your days at Krishna's lotus feet. Your heart a throne, to him a worthy seat. For you the Lord was never out of sight. You sought to help those souls who were in need, and sowed in hearts you met devotion seed. You strove to save the fallen in their plight. O cherished one, who blaze with candor bright, we seek your mercy as we make our way, so from this righteous path we'll never stray, and all ill-wishers within we may smite. O faultless one, of purity and grace. Our Lord now holds you in his warm embrace, and we remember you with great delight. And that's it. So if you've, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 3rd chapter, I can just see if it works. Not sure if it goes higher.
Yeah.
So the spiritual teachers, they give us guidance and instructions. In the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Tadavini pranipatena pariprasthena sevaya upadexyanti degyanam jainastati varshanaha, that the spiritual master, if we want to know the truth, that we should inquire from them, and to render service unto them, and to inquire with an attitude of submissiveness. So that's how I've been actually, in terms of writing poems. My spiritual master and a guide, he basically give me instructions that in your spare time, just to write whatever inspiration comes. So from then I've been writing poems, and I might as well just mention that in August last year, that I with his mercy, that I published a book called Poems on the Path, which is basically just very simple poems which explain the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Oh, thank you. So this one is called Brahma. Your eyes at first beheld that all was dark, a realm unknown of empty space and time. You sought to find a purpose to embark upon, but found you had an uphill climb. The face of destiny you saw was veiled and shed no light on what this life entailed. You did appear upon the lotus whirl, which sprouted from the navel of our Lord. O great self-born, you seemed a golden pearl as you looked in directions unexplored. You found yourself bewildered, seeking truth, and all you viewed before you made no sense. Your intellect is said to find a root, and in that hour a journey did commence. But your endeavour came to no avail, for simply on our own we're bound to fail. And then, in time, the sound tapa you heard, a word that brings all that is great and true. Inside of you, a sense of duty stirred, and hence, a righteous course you did pursue. And you engaged in great austerity by meditating for 100 years, and thus did reap profound prosperity, and soon beheld a sight to end one's fears. For you did see the Lord of all that be, and show to souls the way of liberty. And that's it. So just to explain about this poem a bit more, to give some more context, is that in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a chapter in the very beginning, actually, Lord Brahma, he at the creation. So Lord Brahma, he appears within this universe on the lotus flower on the navel of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, or Vishnu. So Vishnu, the Supreme Lord. And Lord Brahma, he has no sense of what, he's completely, literally in the dark. He doesn't see the Lord. He has to try and find, a sense of purpose. So he starts to explore, and all that he tries to actually find is eventually baffled. And then he has this realization that there has to be something higher. He hears this sound, tapa. So tapa means like penance or austerities. So Lord Brahma, he taught the souls that by his particular example that in terms of actually trying to please the Lord, we have to do some endeavor. So as it says in the Bhagavad Gita, as all souls surrender unto me, that Krishna says that you'll reward them accordingly. So sometimes if we can serve our own purpose, but it will never yield any tangible fruits in terms of happiness. And Lord Brahma, he showed by his own example that by this austerity and meditation for 100 years, that he pleased the Lord. So we can't just he showed that we can't just get the Lord's mercy instantly. We have to put in some endeavor, and nothing is to be taken for granted. That only when the Lord decides, then he can bestow his mercy. So this is what Lord Brahma taught us, how to be freedom. So he taught us what true liberty is, which is to free the Lord, to please the Lord, and then that everyone can be free. I don't know if we have more time, or maybe we'll leave it. If we have more time, I can maybe read one more.
Yeah, one more.
Okay. This is a very short poem. It's a sonnet. So it's called Your Glory. I see your glories shine throughout each day. In all that I behold, your beauty lies, soothing my heart like a clement sun ray. Today it did blaze behind smiling eyes, and in the pasturing grounds and the hills, and gushed forth from the golden fields of rye, trickling as an overflowing pot spills, and it warmed my heart to a wholesome sigh. And as the birds hopped and chirped in the breeze, and glided with glee mid that tranquil air, they soared and landed in the lush green trees, and I gazed with awe through the sunlit glare. Gulping down your glories like a sweet brew, I thought, this beauty, my Lord, sings of you. Okay, so thank you very much.
All day long, but as we know, and what we learn to know, that this world is full of polarity and duality. There's happiness, there's distress, as Krishna says, there's sukh, there's dukh, and it's a natural part of our daily, sometimes minute by minute experience. And what Rajiv asked is that for me, I started writing when I was 12 years old. Now I'm 38, so I'm giving away my age, but it was at a time where there was a lot of things happening, a lot of confusion. Sometimes it was a way of me just escaping out of my day-to-day life and creating this little bubble and this zone where I could just express, share, and also almost go back and forth with my own mind and body and soul, which I now know, and to help me understand myself and understand each other and other people. So what I would say to hopefully inspire just even a little bit anyone in this room, and especially the younger generation, is to listen to that call. Because for so many years I started writing, and then I would stop and I would express, and then I would stop, and life's churn, the gerbil wheel, the responsibilities, the work, whatever, everything in between took over, and I would stop. And then, especially in the last few years, as my spiritual journey got deeper, Krishna, the divine, guided me and started flooding my consciousness with all these different creations and expressions. And all I did was just try as hard as I could, or as much as I could, and I still do, to answer that call. Like, for example, a lot of the people who shared today, I only asked them maybe in the last few days or the last week, right? And they stepped up because they answered the call. You guys answered the call by being here today. As I said before, it's a beautiful sunny day, and you could have been anywhere, but your soul was guiding you, your heart was guiding you to be here in this moment. So as we do, the divine Krishna will send us people, experiences, challenges, obstacles. On the way here, me and Damoda we were a little bit late. I got onto the train, the doors closed. I met him at the next platform. Would you believe, right? And it's just like the mind can take over, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Like, should we just go home? Are we gonna be too late? We don't wanna let people down. But I just learned slowly, minute by minute, just listen to the heart, just keep going. What is it all for, and who can it serve? Can it make a difference? And then you'll be guided. And just give the rest up to Krishna, and he'll take you where you need to be and put who you need to be around you. That's what I find.
Amen.
And so everything can actually be dovetailed with purpose, and in that way we can actually purify ourselves and help to actually not just imaginarily but to genuinely to make the world a better place. And that's something that I've learned, is that to never doubt in terms of the process of devotional service, that it can have a very tangible impact on others' lives. And it's just something small, but even today, in the Bhaktivedanta manor, just before the temple room, there's just like a windowsill, and as we spoke about earlier in terms of the early birds, so due to my service, I sometimes try to, more recently, to do some chanting early morning before the morning program, and then I leave a book on the windowsill, and then if I finish in time, I do some reading. But just that book was just left there, and then just today, actually happened before, is that one person was actually he was just sitting there and he was reading the book, and then just today I met him, and he had got that book as well, and then he's told that his family member who also does service in the temple, and he also sits on the windowsill to chant, and he had recently also gotten the book. So just by the book being there, they were inspired and thought it really helped them in their own journey. So it's only all these little things, but brothers, you make a difference, and they can make a big difference. And it's just that we can never underestimate anything in devotional service, because Krishna, he can work in ways that we can't see, or that we don't actually realize. So he's the master or orchestrator. Yeah.
We just do a little kirtan now, and I mentioned when I did this poem that it's from like a song called Kirtan Rap, so I will do this kirtan from the kirtan rap. Don't be surprised if I rap in the middle, but mainly it's going to be a kirtan, like a long kirtan. So everyone know the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? It goes Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you have a slide to put it up, that could be cool, but if everyone knows it, it's okay. We're going to just start with the mantra and see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing it out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Listen to the mantra. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yeah. The man means mind, the truck is released. Let the waves flow over your aura and dive deep. Fly steep, straight out of this ether. A devotional explosion if you water the creep. Put the beats of mridungas, the sweet sound as your slumber subsides. It's time sleepy souls arise, third eyes wide. Hearts open, souls awoken, nourished from within, from the words being spoken. There's hope when you're connected to source and faith builds. Cause now you're back on the course, it's not forced. And belief is for fools. This is real, can you feel you've been given the tools? You need to feed yourself to be free from the hell of this illusion and confusion. The infusion is a spell, so drink from the well, remember where you began, and sing along now as loud as you can. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. feeling it, the sight and land around the shit. The soul is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. The witness that sits in the heart is Paramatma. The mantra's not Bhangra. Nitai Gauranga, Hadi Hadi Boy. Yo, spirit souls, we're people but we're part of the whole. The flames from the fire, except with material desire. Burning every minute as we sing it, take it higher. Maya will never retire. You don't love her, you're a liar. Stop preaching to the choir now, Messiah. We're here together now to purify our hearts. And this is where the journey starts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sing it, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sing it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sing it out. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Everyone sing with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone sing loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Say it. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Okay, one more. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Last time. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Time was up.